Hey, it's Shane with GotRom.com. This video is about 3 new exercises that I don't think I've ever showed you about how to fix kyphosis and nerd neck. So, stay tuned. One of the biggest misconceptions when kind of your lay person, your average person asks me about posture or neck pain or shoulder positioning is they'll say, oh yeah, I know bad posture is bad and I shouldn't be in this position. And they'll say, Shane, I try to pull my shoulders back. Is that good? And the answer is actually no, because it's kind of like, it's like being in a car, driving the car with the handbrake on. If you just try to press the gas harder to make the car go faster, that's not as effective as releasing the handbrake, turning it off, and then the car naturally goes faster. So what I mean when it comes to kind of posture is if you don't do something to get your spine a little bit more upright, then your shoulders can never be in a good position and your neck can never be in a good neutral position. So don't just focus on just pulling back like this with your upper back muscles or in the gym just doing more pulling motions, more rowing. That's not going to fix it. What we need to do is get the spine in a good position. That's what releases the handbrake on this whole system. So to get more arch in the upper back, you can't just think arch harder, because usually people are so stuck and turtle-backed in their upper back that when they try to arch from their upper back, they end up just arching from their lower back and just making a new problem with their lower back. So how do we actually get some arching and extension in your upper back? Well, I like to look at the athletes and the people who are the most flexible in their upper back and borrow the best techniques and methods from them. So if you think about who's the most flexible in their upper back, you might think yogis, but actually contortionists, people that are professional bendy people, professional stretchers, have some of the best techniques for thoracic spine flexibility. They can actually, from standing, kind of arch their upper back and then kind of rainbow back and touch their heads to their butts, some of them. Now, we're not trying to get to that level of flexibility, but we can take some of their best techniques just to have good, proud superhero posture that's going to make your neck and shoulders feel great. So what do I mean? Here's the exercise. Hands on the wall. You're going to step back from the wall a little bit, and you're going to try to kind of drop your chest through. Don't drop your head too down low. Keep it kind of in line with the shoulders. And then you're trying to arch from your upper back. The main thing that you want to feel in this exercise is in these upper back muscles here and here. You're going to want to feel an arching, stretching sensation. So you're here. Sometimes I will kind of come to my end range, and then I will kind of hold my breath and pull my arms down into the wall. You won't see any movement, but that's the motion that I'm making. And then when I exhale, I feel like my upper back can arch a little bit more. So it looks like this. Come to my end range, big breath, tight, tight, tight. I'm pulling into the wall. And then when I release, so if you can't do that because you get an impinging feeling in your shoulder, option number 2 is do it from your elbows, like so, with your hands in this kind of position. So I'm here, come to my end range, and then I kind of the other subtle thing that I'm doing is I'm thinking of always subtly lengthening my spine, like someone is pulling my head up by a string. So whether I'm inhaling, I inhale and lengthen, and then I exhale and keep lengthening. So I'm always thinking long giraffe neck. It might look a little bit funny if you've never tried it before, but it's one of the best thoracic spine extension stretches. And when you are done with it, you'll be like, wow, I feel like I got superhero posture. My shoulders move better. My neck can move more freely. It's quite amazing, so give it a shot. So now we're going to talk about stretches for your neck. Now, most people, when they think about neck pain, probably the first thing in their mind is stretch the neck. But actually, neck stretching comes as a slightly lower priority for me right after tissue work, and they're actually mutually enhancing. If you massage your neck, it's going to stretch better, and when you stretch your neck, you're going to notice which areas feel a little stuck that maybe you need to massage, so they support one another. And that's why the TSR system is tissue work, then stretching, then re-education and strengthening. So When it comes to stretches of the neck, there's one thing that I want to kind of warn you is that don't start cranking on your neck unless you've massaged them. That's usually a better combination. And don't just, neck stretches should always be gentle and kind of easy and kind of relaxed, not like I'm gonna stretch the crap out of my neck. I've actually given myself like 2-3 day headaches from cranking on my neck before I knew that it was better to chew up the bubble gum before you stretched it, and just getting too overzealous and too aggressive. So if you are gonna stretch your neck, do it lightly. One of the best ways to start is actually with simple neck circles. So you actually can just go and do clockwise and counterclockwise circles of the neck just to kind of lubricate the joints in here, just to get some motion, feel which corners. This side feels a little tighter than this side. So you can do 20, 30, 40, 50 circles in a direction, just like this. Or you can also, what I like to do is kind of pin my anterior scalene neck muscles down onto my clavicle, keep my jaw clenched, and then do the neck circles nice and slow, like this. And you'll find that you get a little bit better of a stretch on this anterior neck. And why that's important is because when these muscles get tight, they can kind of pull you in this position in addition to your thoracic spine and your chest. So when you get your thoracic spine in a better position, your chest in a better position, then doing these kind of stretches for the neck, or these neck circles, can be the final piece of the puzzle to kind of get your chin in a good position, nice and neutral, versus kind of forward head posture like this. So do your neck circles either with this, with your jaw clenched, or you can sometimes just go hands on the anterior scalenes, pin them down on the clavicle, clench or even jet your jaw out a little bit, and then go straight back like this. And you'll find that when you do that and then you look in the mirror from the side, you're like, oh, that's where my chin is supposed to be, and that's how my neck's supposed to feel. So gentle neck circles in both directions, pinning this down or not, whatever feels better for you. Give it a shot, see how it goes. Oftentimes when people have neck pain and their posture has kind of deteriorated over the years, and they start doing some of the exercises that I teach, they start improving their thoracic spine, they open up their pecs, they massage the neck and kind of get things back in a good position. But there is a little bit of kind of strengthening or postural re-education that can be helpful. One is the band pull-aparts to kind of teach your upper back muscles how to hold this position and maintain it, of course, if you're already in a starting good position. But there's also a part of your neck called the deep neck flexors that sometimes, because they've been in a bad position for so long, they kind of don't work so well. So a good exercise, once you've kind of gotten everything organized and into a good position, is to practice chin tucks, which you can do either seated or standing, or basically you just practice kind of lengthening your spine and then lightly kind of retracting your chin. You're not doing it really, really strong. It's just kind of a light and subtle thing. So I'm lengthening my spine, subtle chin tuck, and kind of retract. And I feel kind of my deep front neck muscles working. This is kind of a beginner version. Make sure that you've kind of got an extended thoracic spine. You're not trying to do it from here. You'll notice it doesn't really work that well. But if you're in an open chest, extended thoracic spine, good posture position, practice maybe 10, 15, 20 chin tucks, and that'll kind of reinforce this position that we're trying to have our chin in, here, not here. Or another more advanced version is to lay on your back, where you're here, open chest, like so, and then you're just going to subtly lengthen your spine, tuck your chin, and then just pretend like your head is on a scale, and you just want to lift your head just enough that the scale reads 0. So you're not going here, you're just going lengthen the spine, tuck the chin, and that's it.